Played as a girl, and I've always said I was going to come back to it, but unfortunately it's a sad indictment on me that unless I have to do something for a film, but it was a joy to have music come back into my life, and also to start with Bach, to start, with, and also it was such a beautiful relationship. Mila, who played Petra, our character's daughter, there's a beautiful scene where I'm teaching her, I'm going to teach her to play piano, and to go back to those memories of learning, my relationship with my piano teacher was a very, very special relationship. And I remember her saying to me, when I was in 9th grade, she sat me down and she said, "You haven't practiced, have you?" And I just burst into tears, and I said, "No, I haven't practiced." And she said, "I don't think you're a pianist." I said, I think you're an actor." And it was the first time that anyone had said that to me. So that came out, my relation, she was a mentor to me in a way, even though I'm not a musician. So all these sort of childhood memories came back, none of which is relevant to the film at all. But it was, there was a lot of things that I've been thinking about, a lot of, that were brought to bear in sort of almost imperceptible ways in the film that were really special.
I mean, I really had little knowledge about the whole structure of an orchestra. So it was fascinating to me to learn about the position of a concertmaster and what that actually means, and how rarely in reality it happens that a female has this position, But I was so lucky that we were working with the Dresdner Philharmonie, and we had a phenomenal concertmaster there. He was sitting right next to me the whole time and was so open and warm and towards us, so helpful, but I also could see him work. He would do the things that Sharon would do, like how he speaks with the people, how he gets out of them what he's looking for sound-wise, or, just to make them sit for 2 more minutes, and postpone the break, which is a big thing.
Yes.
So all this diplomacy that's going on. So that was fascinating. But then also concerning the instrument, I would say the more often you do it, the more at ease you can actually. This time I got to enjoy playing it. So that was a new level with the violin, even though I don't play it, personally, but just to know I'm looking forward and I'm not terrified of this instrument. And then sitting in the orchestra, having Kate as the and we're really making music, I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's at a point of transition, a profound point of metaphysical as well as physical transition. She's about to turn 50. She's about to come to the end of a massive teaching cycle, but also to come to the end of a lifelong ambition to record all of Mahler's symphonies, with the one orchestra, which no conductor's ever done. So she's about to summit the peak and at that point, as an artist, I think you realize that the only way to continue as an artist is to go down. In order to get to the next peak, you have to run down. And so I felt that there was a terror and a fear of what she needed to do next, which was in the end perhaps destroy what she loved. So I kept thinking, is she really the architect of her own destruction? Because she does things that are seemingly so destructive and in a way that because she's told lies about herself in order to make the space for her to be able to play the great music. That particularly as a woman, you have to have a mentor who has a connection to Bernstein, has a connection to Mahler, and she doesn't have those things. So she has to invent her persona. But at a certain point as an artist, that lie, that carapace, that facade is something that you have to smash open in order to reach the authentic again. So I felt that there was this volcanic thing that was happening in her that she knew she had to let out, but was terrified of losing what she loved. Not only her relationship, her child, but her position of authority and power. Because I think when you reach a position of power, cultural power in this instance, it's a very seductive and compelling place to be. And the fear, that's why we see people all around the world, not only in creative... Politicians, they cannot let go. Cannot let go. Please, I really hope that you get to see this in the cinema with an open heart, because I think this is a film that speaks across cultures and across time frames.
Yes. I hope you have a big, challenging ride with this film, and I'm sure you will, because it leaves a lot with you, and you can take a lot out of it for yourself,
and talk about it.
And talk about it.
本年度アカデミー賞6部門ノミネート。
If you're here, then you already know who she is. In 2013, Berlin elected Tar as its principal conductor, and she's remained there ever since. Lydia Tarr is one of the most important musical figures of our time. Thank you for joining us, Maestro.
Thank you. You want to dance the mask, you must service the composer.
How's the writing going?
Not so well. I keep hearing something.
We have a problem.
I received another weird email.
There's no reason to get caught up in any intrigue.
I'm worried. She's starting to disappear into herself.
映画史に残る衝撃のラスト。
は